I had an interesting moment a couple of weeks ago. I woke up for, I teach English. So I woke up for my class and there was no internet at home. I go, oh my gosh, you know, and
The world is ending.
you start
This
to
is South
feel
South.
a lot of pressure. Well, I had
Yeah.
like this like really like business woman and like I was trying to see what's going on the internet. I turned on my phone. I saw that she's like, oh, you better just let's cancel this class. And being not so nice. And I was like, don't worry, I'll do whatever, no problem, whatever. And I said, I'm going to take a nap. I'm going to wake up 30 minutes before at a Russian English exchange. But I misjudged the time. And when I woke up, basically the girl was like, you ready? And I'm like, oh my gosh. And I said, I'm so sorry. Look, give me 15 minutes. I'm going to go to a Starbucks and we're going to at least do your session because
Yep.
let's forget mine. We're going to do your session because I take these
Yep.
things seriously, right?
Mhm.
So I go there, I do my session English, and she was nice enough to tell me that we could do the Russian. And it was
Mhm.
like, for me, like, oh, damn, because like I always have the Russian session first so I can like struggle it out,
Yeah.
do my best, and then get to the English and then feel like comfortable and feel calm and know that I'm helping this girl out.
Yeah.
Because that like, unless you're like relatively fluent, I'm able to communicate on that, but I know I'm
Mhm.
making my errors in that. Maybe it's not the easiest thing for the other person. Like you're aware of that, right?
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
So I had the urge just to call and said, no, let's forget about it. Like I had that inkling in me just saying, oh, but you know, I just I just made a video about how we need to take opportunities to push ourselves out of our boundaries, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
kind of like my own video basically reflected back at me, helped me. I went through it with the class and everything was fine. But you have these little seeds of doubt, you get
Mhm.
nervous, and like I'm so glad that I did it. My question for you is, has any of your advice actually reflected back at you and helped you when you needed it?
Um, I feel like the answer is yes, but it's going to be hard to come up with an
Mm,
example. I think, um, yeah, I think probably the most was at the end of 2019. I saw, I came across Lana Blakely's video. For people who don't know Lana Blakely, she's kind of the female Swedish version of Matt Diavella. Um,
oh,
but I didn't know she was Swedish at the time because she spoke such perfect English. I think I thought I was like, oh, she sounds like she's grown up in America and just maybe had like one foreign parent or something.
mm,
Um, in that video, there are other videos where she speaks Swedish like quickly, but in that video, and she had gone to the gym every day for the end for like 90 days, and I at that time I then got inspired to do that in French because I was really focusing on French. I
okay.
was like, I'm gonna do 250 hours of French before the end of the year, which was like 90 days away. So, so it was like close to 3 hours a day. Um, and I got very near to actually achieving that at the time. And so someone commented on that video maybe a month or two ago and saying, "Yeah, this is really inspiring" or whatever. And I'm like, okay, well, even though it's in now my opinion, a bad video in terms of like the production value and everything, and it's about French, a language that I openly do not focus on or speak anymore. Um, I can have it that got me inspired. It's like I used to be like I used to consider 3 hours a day a lot, but doable. And lately I don't even consider it that much, but I also don't do it that often
Mhm.
because I I read in a book recently, what is easy to do is also easy to not do. Um,
Mm.
and so it's like I could easily do 3 hours of Swedish a day, but I haven't because it's like I'm pretty comfortable in my Swedish now. I live a lot of my life passively through Swedish, my computer and all my websites and everything. But like I want to go back to reading a lot in Swedish or whatever. So I think just the constant reminder of focus, and just how I used to be quite dogmatic in that I was like, you have to do it, you have to really put in.
Right.
And the only it's like I've stopped being like that because I guess I'm pretty comfortable, and it's like, well, comfort is actually a bad thing. Whenever you're comfortable and you've stopped moving forward, kind of thing. So I'm trying to, like I said right at the beginning, I'm trying to find things now to look into through Swedish. It's pretty hard though, because it's like there's anything I look up, I'm like, there's a better channel about this. Say it's a YouTube. There's a better channel about this that's in English. But yeah, I've got a few ideas that I won't give away, but things that I'm looking to get into, and maybe thinking of starting a Swedish speaking channel as well, to force me, so that if when I don't know how to say something, I have to go and find someone who can tell me.
What would you say is your most important characteristic as a language learner?